Welcome everyone. Welcome to Start with Art, a series of 4 classes. And today I'm going to talk about that series, talk about the skills that you're going to acquire, the portfolio you're going to create. I'm going to introduce myself, and then we'll talk about something called the culture contract. So Start with Art uses a blend of writing and art. And we use art as a portal through which we go to get to our writing and to get to practicing these foundational skills. The classes are observational writing. They're 2 weeks long. The next one is metaphor, also 2 weeks. They're all 2 weeks long. And there's a break in between. The next class is writing funny, and then there is empathy, which also includes perspective. You'll get from these classes foundational skills, practices, good writing habits that even if you're a beginner or well into your process of writing, you'll benefit from. You can return to these practices. They're foundational. They are ones that you need to revisit and re-practice. If you're in athletics, you know that there are basics that you have to practice even as you warm up every time you work out. And that's what we're doing here with this series, providing those practices for you and habits. You will collate a collection of small, short pieces. I'm calling them vignettes because the definition for vignettes is just darling, and this is what it is: a short, graceful literary sketch. I'd like you to value those sketches. Even though they are short, they will be stunning. So create a portfolio for yourself, either on your computer desktop or as a manuscript box. Keep them because they may develop into longer pieces. I had the experience of writing a young adult novel from a one-pager that came from a continuing education class, and the initial prompt was just 2 words: the suitcase. So we just don't know, and keep them safe. So let me introduce myself. I'm Jane Monteagle, your instructor. I can be reached on jmonteagle@antioch.edu. And I have a BA, Masters in Fine Art, and a postgraduate teaching certificate from Antioch. I came to Antioch at 52 years of age and accomplished that. Even more than those academic accomplishments, I'm very proud of the fact that starting as a child, I began to develop myself creatively, unknowingly. I really didn't see this until I got to an academic environment and saw that my thinking was creative. And that's another skill I hope we develop in this series. It's a way of thinking, it's a way of being in the world. And I did that as a child by teaching myself to sew and garden. And as an adult, I taught myself to paint and draw and write. So in my other lives, I was trained in amateur theatre and drilled in amateur athletics. And all of these were disciplines that taught me to think out of the box and taught me to think creatively. So I'm here now, and I hope that as an artist, the passion that I feel for my project is imbued in my classes, and I've done that for you. So the last thing I'd like to speak about is the culture contract. And it's not anything we sign, it is something we embrace as we come into the workshop forum. And there are a few points, guidelines, and I'd like to read them to you. So while we're working individually, our working together as a collaboration is super important. It's that working together, such as you find in brainstorming, that will take us forward creatively. So let's be prompt in posting our deadlines into the workshop. That way we can all benefit from each other and grow from other people's creativity. We want to engage in this workshop forum. Let's not make it a dry place. I've done these kind of postings before, and they can be very, very dry. So rather than just post what you've got, see what others have posted, see if you can add to it, see if you can talk about your process, your experiences, stories, be funny, keep it light, and keep the workshop forum a lively place. We want to approach our interactions in the workshop open-minded, endeavoring to embrace others, their thinking, especially when it's in opposition to ours. That will create creativity. That's the way we develop creative thinking, with trying to create solutions, finding opposites, working with differences. At Antioch, we voice. It's essential. Your contribution, your insights, your ideas, they are unique to you. So work against being reserved and grow your confidence and share. That's a really important point in being in an Antioch class. And finally, the workshops are not about being right or wrong. If we make mistakes in this forum, they are opportunities for learning, and we embrace them. We learn from them. The idea here is to work together to bring our insights to light, enhance our perspectives, and expand our perspectives. The workshops too are student-centered, so they're designed that way for you to be working with each other, learning from each other rather than depending on me. So keep that in mind when you post, and again, be conversational and keep it alive. And so we go forward, starting this next week on Monday. We'll begin with observational writing, and whether you take the class as a series or some of the classes as standalones, you will learn a lot. And I'm really happy you're here. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the inside.